on last week's show.
Norma Desmond, get ready for your close-up.
I think all the fatherless children should start a campaign to put your faces on the side of milk cartons.
But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad.
I want to protect our culture, which is why the women I love are in this house.
You know what? And I can't wait to meet them. Luca Shea. I wanted to take a minute to introduce you to some special guests for today's show. They're from Sylvia's Heavenly Cheesecake. She saw me filming somewhere, came up with some of her cheesecake, put it in my mouth, and look at her today. She's on the show. And Andrea was right there with the back of my head to make sure I actually tasted it. On every show, I like to introduce something different to you. Sylvia, tell us what we have here today.
Well, we're going to start with our main ingredient, which is the crust. So you want to take a 9-inch spring pan, and you're going to take your brown paper crust. You're going to take your sugar, and you're going to place your sugar in. You're going to mix this all together.
Okay.
And we're going to add our butter.
Add our butter, very good.
Just add the butter a little at a time. You don't want to overload it with the butter.
Okay.
So you want a nice, even mixture here.
Okay. Now, while you're doing that, what do we need to do over here?
Over here, we're going to add the cream cheese.
Okay. That was easy. And we're going to add our egg. So while she's doing that, this is great with two people. This is something a husband and wife or a whole family can actually do together. Of course. So when you added the egg, you didn't pour it all in at one time. You put half of the egg.
And your vanilla.
And your vanilla. Perfect.
And you mix.
And then you mix it, okay? I'm gonna let them finish putting this together, and then we're gonna come back and see what happens. Because this is so simple. Everybody should be doing it, but you can't.
Can't do it.
Because she's not gonna tell you the special ingredient that she puts in them.
No,
she can't.
We can't do that.
And then we're gonna find out exactly what temperature we have to put it in. Does it go in the oven?
No, your crust has to go in the oven first.
Your crust goes in the oven first. So we'll be right back and find out exactly what it looks like after the crust goes in the oven. Luca Shea.
You need the materials to communicate professionally in order to accomplish your goals. Monarch Printing is a leading marketing company firm staffed with an experienced team of specialists with the skill, vision, and drive to help you get where you want to go. And your success is our success. Whether you require printing, design, photography, direct mail, apparel, or promotional products printing, let Monarch Printing be your creative marketing solution.
Now we're back in the kitchen, and we're here with Gail and Sylvia and Andrea, but Gail can't cook.
Gail can cook.
You know, girl, that's not cooking. That's warming up.
No, Gail can cook, but Gail cooks on occasion.
Can you make a cheesecake?
No.
Then be quiet. Right now, Sylvia, this is what the crust looks like after it came out of the oven.
Do you want to know what I like about this?
Yes.
The color. It's the most divine burnt sienna, umber, and yellow ochre. This, I would try to match this color in some of my artwork.
And this, to me, looks like a fabulous color for paint for one of my clients' draperies. I mean, paint for their walls and drapery colors. But back into the kitchen. The concoction that you made inside the bowl with the cream cheese and the egg and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, which was a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of lemon juice. Hey! All of those things go in a bowl, they're mixed together, and then you pour them on top of this. Yeah. So we're going to take everything that we just put in a bowl, and we're going to pour that in on top of this, and then what happens?
And we place it in the oven at 200.
At 200.
And it's going to bake for an hour and a half.
Sylvia's Heavenly Cheesecake. Where did that name come from?
Well, my business started back in 1999. And I had a real good friend. She passed away about 6 years ago. And she gave me that name. She the one that recommended me to have that name because the cakes taste so heavenly.
Oh, okay. When I come back, the next thing we're going to see is a finished product.
Correct.
And we're going to be ready to eat. I am getting to do something that Gail promised me that I would get to do. I would get to be a part of the sisterhood. These are women that actually do something for the community, entertain it, inspire it, motivate it, and educate it. And that's what this show is all about.
Do I have Kat out there? Marvelous, marvelous.
Hello, Kat. I've had an opportunity to hear you sing, because that's one nice thing about being on the town is I go everywhere. And I get an opportunity to meet everyone. And the people that stay in your home, my expression for you guys is, if you know the same people when you come back home that you knew when you left, you should have stayed at home. And I make sure I know different people every single night I go out. Now, Gail, I want you to, how did you meet? Kat. Yeah.
We had a mutual friend, Cynthia.
Yes, Cynthia.
And Cynthia had a salon here. She moved to
a hair salon?
Hair salon.
Okay. You like good hair?
And anyway, one day you were at Euphemia then.
Euphemia Hay.
And Euphemia Hay, which was on Longboat.
Longboat Hay.
Yes. And Cynthia took me out to hear Kat. And the beauty of, coming from New York, even though I was born in Boston, I lived in New York coming here, I was looking for some place to go and hear nice music. And I wanted that sound that was intimate and calming and soothing, and you just wanted to because see, I like to think I can sing and I cannot. So I like to watch people who sing like I wish I could sing.
I can sing.
Me too, I appreciate it.
Karaoke.
Oh, I can sing karaoke.
No, I can sing karaoke.
I can sing karaoke.
Can sing karaoke. For our viewers that haven't had an opportunity to hear you sing before, could you honor us with just a little bit?
Well, my funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my unlaughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art.
Wow.
Ione can balance your spiritual mojo.
What gave you the idea for Ione's retreat for the mind and body?
Oh, I think since I was about 16, I've just always been interested in health. And this all came about way too long a story to tell. But we're not fui-fui, spa, sort of rub, gentle lotion. It's not a medical spa per se, but it really is a lot more therapeutic. We have specific
triggers that you want to get and hot spots.
Yeah, we're not doctors. There's Dr. Bitavan, who's a chiropractor, but it's not a medical thing, but it is very holistic and very therapeutic.
You want to know the difference between her holistic center and other places?